Okay, here's another question. It looks slightly differently, but it says in the question there are 52 plants and they have different heights. You can see here that you've got the heights for 0 to 10 centimeters, 20 to 40 centimeters, and this will all add up to 52. Now, immediately I'm going to write down that quantity is area. It's critical that you remember that. And I'm going to forget the frequency down there, just think in terms of heights. And this is supposed to be 10, okay, that area. And you can see that the width is 10, isn't it? And what multiplies with 10 to give you 10? Well, that's easy, that's 1. So this must be 1, which allows me to finish the scale. And so now I can think I've got 20 here, so this is supposed to be 20. Well, it's 10 to 15, so actually I've gone over the board there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's the 5 mark, 15. So I shouldn't have drawn it like that, I should have put the 20 more like that. Okay, now if this has got a width of 5, as you can see it does, I need to say to myself, what multiplies with 5 to give me 20? And you don't really need a calculator for that, that's got to be 4. 4 times 5 is 20, which means you should use ruler. But for the sake of speed, I'm using freehand. And so I can see that the height here is going to have to be 4. So that the height times the width, okay, gives me the area, okay, which is quantity of 20. And then the next one has got 15 to 20, that's also a little width of 5. And I'm supposed to have 14, and probably not as obvious, so you could use a calculator. That's got to be 2.8. So 2.8 is easy, that's just there. That gives me a height of 2.8, and that will multiply with 0.5 to give me a quantity or area of 14. And then we have the large range, and this one you can see has got a width of 20. And 20 times something is supposed to give me 8. Okay, well with that one I probably am going to use a calculator. Okay, what multiplies? So 8 divided by 20, and I can see that here, I don't know if you can see what I did there, 8 divided by 20 is 0.4, or if you like, 0.4 times 20. Yeah, the width, okay, the width of 20 times the height of 0.4 needs to give me the quantity, the area of 8. Okay, so 0.4 is just 1, 2, 3, 4, and that gives me a line there. Again, you should use a ruler, and so really that should be in there. Okay, now in the end of this question, so actually let's just indicate that that's 0.4. They want me to find the estimate for the number of plants that were chosen, and to choose a plant they have to be in that range. So 17.5 to 25. Well, 25 is here, isn't it? So just on that mark there, so there is that. Now here you can see that that is a quarter. Okay, that's a quarter, because you can see that this is split up into 4 equal quarters, and there was 8 altogether in this lot, so that must represent 2 plants. This is more tricky because 17.5, okay, is halfway along here, and 17.5 puts you half here, and you can see that this is going to be half of the 14 plants that are represented in that region. Yeah, 14 plants represented in that region. So you want half of that 14, so that's going to be 7 plants. Okay, and so my final answer is 9 plants.